to the Healing Insight 70-day course. We are on step 2, releasing emotion. Today we will be doing day 16. My healing insight is forgiveness is the gift you give yourself. This has been a powerful insight for me. I always knew that forgiveness was crucial to healing any pain, but I didn't know how to apply it to my life. That's why the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, changed my life forever. I didn't have an understanding of the process of forgiveness. I thought I had to be face to face with the person I had hurt or that had hurt me in order to forgive myself or that person. There are so many different ways that I have learned to forgive throughout this journey of self-development. Just by knowing I could forgive someone without being face to face with them was uplifting. That meant I didn't have to deal with the drama. I didn't have to butt heads. I didn't have to explain myself, and I didn't have to defend myself. I could simply forgive that person or even forgive myself for hurting someone. I could process the emotions around it and reap the benefits of forgiveness, which are so crucial to the process of healing your mind, body, soul, and spirit. I had so many memories and so many incidents that needed forgiveness. I didn't even realize I could forgive myself. I thought I had to carry the guilt. Somehow, I thought the punishment of being guilty would keep me from being mean again, saying mean things, doing mean things, or reacting in a horrible way. But it didn't. All the guilt and shame did was keep me trapped. I was chained to the physical, emotional, and spiritual pain that I so desperately needed to be freed from. To begin my journey of healing, I had to learn to forgive. As I mentioned in the 5-step process for fibromyalgia relief course, you must honor your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Here are several methods of how you can apply this process of forgiveness to your life. First, think of someone you need to forgive. Make a list of positive things that person has done for you. Another way to forgive someone is to record the incident and the emotions that are holding you back on a piece of paper. Then either burn it or tear it up into shreds to let it go forever, much like we did in day 14. Still, another way to write a forgiveness letter or forgiveness note so that you can make it real and lasting. Remember, the process of physically writing things down is similar to meditation, so the added benefits are worth the time. Another simple way is to actually write a gratitude letter and list everything that you are grateful for. List everything that you have learned from that person. List everything that they have given you. I'm not talking about physical items. I'm talking about love, support, forgiveness, honesty, loyalty, and the list goes on. Then you take this to the next level, which is to read the letter of gratitude to that person personally. This will allow you to bathe yourself in those emotions so you can feel the gratitude. This process also lets you see how your gratitude touches and changes you as well as the other person. You're probably saying, that's crazy, right? That's exactly what I said until I did it. Believe it or not, I have used all of these methods to help me forgive myself and others. I have allowed myself to open up with myself and with others to be able to heal. I wanted to show you the different levels or the different ways that you can implement the process of forgiveness into your life. Whatever your level of comfort is, you can pick and choose whatever method works best for you and for a certain situation. I remember how healing it was to write the list of wonderful memories or things that my mother had given me throughout my life. I remember how freeing it was to write down some of those false beliefs and hurts that I needed to forgive myself for. Just to watch them burn or to have them torn up into shreds and be done with them forever was liberating. It was so cleansing, so healing, so empowering. I remember when I wrote a forgiveness note to myself and how touched I was. I needed this gentle, caring love for myself to move forward. Another deeply touching method was a gratitude letter I wrote my husband. I thought about it for several days. Finally, I just wrote it. Believe me, writing this letter was the easy part. Reading it to him was not so easy. I remember telling him that morning, I have something I need to read you. My gratitude activity was to write a gratitude letter and then read it to the person I wrote it to. I asked him, can I read it to you? He just said, sure. It took me a while to start reading because of all the emotion surrounding this letter. I also had to pause throughout the letter so I wouldn't totally break down and cry. Even though it was one of the most difficult activities that I have completed during this self-development process, it has been one of the most healing. It was so important for me to express to my husband my gratitude for his unconditional love throughout our marriage. I needed for him to know that I appreciate the fact that he could still love me no matter how horribly I had behaved, no matter what I did, how I acted, or what I said. I was grateful that he was able to love me unconditionally. This gratitude activity had also made me realize the lesson I was learning from my husband being in this life. I don't think I had ever truly realized that he was teaching me the blessing of unconditional love until I wrote that letter. I hope that you will find some of these methods helpful. I want to help you learn to allow yourself to open up so you can process and release thoughts, emotions, memories not serving you. Please find it in your heart to forgive yourself. Once you do, you will be able to forgive others also. When you apply this process of forgiveness to your life, you will create a space to heal. So please remember, forgiveness is the gift you give yourself. The activity, soul-searching questions, and daily challenge can be found in the workbook under day 16. So pause the video now, grab your notebook and pen, or print out the sheet for today's activity. The activity is called I Am Resistant. Instructions. List 3 reasons why you are resistant to forgiveness. Now use the forgiveness tapping meditation to process and release this resistance so you can reap the benefits of forgiveness. Alright, so you'll have an activity sheet to fill that out. And we're going to do this tapping right now. Alright. Since we haven't gone through all of the tapping points, we're going to do that right now. On the sheet that I have for you, I have indicated the areas where you will tap, so that way when you do this on your own, you will have guidance on what tapping points they are. All right, welcome to the forgiveness tapping meditation. You can pick one acupressure point to stimulate, or start on the eyebrow point and move through as you repeat the statements out loud or to yourself, so you can be my echo. If you do move through the points, please remember to include Spirit Gate 7, located on the side of the wrist. Remember, this is for sadness, sorrow, and grief. You can choose to close your eyes to add an extra level of relaxation and comfort to this technique. Find a place where you feel safe and comfortable, and we will begin. To begin, we will take 3 deep breaths to calm the central nervous system. Breathe through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. We will do that again. One last time. Breathe in. Exhale through your mouth. Begin tapping at your own pace. Even though I'm not sure how forgiveness works, I honor and embrace how I feel. Even though I am resistant to forgiveness, I honor and embrace how I feel. Even though I'm afraid that forgiveness will show that I am weak, I honor and embrace how I feel. All of this uncertainty fills my entire being. This resistance keeps me stuck. This fear keeps me from the full life that I deserve. I'm not even sure forgiveness will make this situation better. I've already been hurt before. If I forgive, what is going to keep this from happening again? I'm just so afraid that I will be made a fool again. Forgiveness is supposed to be a gift you give yourself. So why am I so uneasy about it? I don't know if I can handle all the emotion related to this situation. Forgiveness is harder than I thought. I don't understand why I have to be the one doing the forgiving. I'm not even the one that is at fault. Forgiveness makes completely no sense to me. Forgiveness just doesn't feel right. Just the thought of forgiveness makes my body ache. My mind says, watch out. My soul tells me, be cautious. My spirit senses trouble. My entire being is weary of forgiveness. I'm just so confused. This is just too much for me to handle. My heart is filled with feelings of disappointment. I know I need to let this go. I just don't know how to move forward from this situation. I've been holding on to this for so long. When will this ever get better? This situation is making me feel abandoned. I need to move on. I choose to move on. I'm releasing this doubt right now. I'm tired of feeling this way. This situation has taken away from my happiness. I am taking my power back. I am taking my mind back. I am taking my body back. I am taking my soul back. I am taking my spirit back. I am taking my energy back. I choose to move on, to take my life back. I am releasing all this emotion from my mind, body, soul, and spirit. I'm letting it go, even if it's difficult. It's time to move on from what happened. It's time to let go of this fear. I'm releasing all the embarrassment around this situation. This situation is leaving my mind, body, soul, and spirit. This situation is leaving my mind, body, soul, and spirit right now. Take a deep breath. Release any and all feelings, thoughts, and events holding you back right now. Slowly open your eyes when you are ready. You may feel the need to do more tapping. If so, please measure your level of resistance on a scale of 1 to 10 before and after each round of tapping until you feel relief. A number below 5 is a good stopping point. From everyone here at Live Your Full Life, may you find the hope, the healing, and the peace. All right, let's move on to our soul-searching questions. Again, pause the video if you need to get your notebook or print out the worksheet. What thoughts came up as you listed the 3 reasons why you were resistant to forgiveness? So go back to the activity that we did where you listed those 3. What emotions did you have as you thought about this resistance? Remember, there's always emotion tied to everything. Was there a certain event or memory that came up during this activity? These are going to be things that you can tap on in the future. So that's why we dig a little bit deeper. All right, daily challenge. Forgiveness heals. Turn hope into action. Instructions. Use one of the methods below to apply the forgiveness process to your life. Make a list of positive things that a person has done for you. Record the incident and emotions that are holding you back on a piece of paper. Then either burn it or tear it up into shreds to let it go forever. Write a forgiveness letter or forgiveness note either to yourself or someone else. You are not required to give the letter to that person. You can either burn it or tear it up into shreds and let it go forever. Write a gratitude letter. List everything that you are grateful for. List everything that you have learned from this person. List everything that they have given you, such as support, love, forgiveness, honesty, and loyalty. All right, super challenge. Take this to the next level. If you do decide to write the gratitude letter to someone, I would like for you to personally read the gratitude letter to the person you wrote it to. I would like for you to enjoy and bask in that forgiveness. Give it a try. Whichever level you decide is fine. All right, I will see you in the next video.